my TV, what? MO, what? TV. You can find all the finest artists. JA, what? MO, TV. You can find me. You can see me with the music beaming. Where I speak my mind, where everything goes. No filter, no filter.
Yes, people, it's the boy M the Great back at it again. Today I want to talk about something different, not to do with music. Something that I find interesting. It's been floating around in my head for a couple of days or weeks now. I've been reading different articles on flying cars, and I'm like, okay, seems like this is gonna happen. So, read an article with Uber, where Uber unveiled plans to fly demo cars in 2020, or flying cars in 2020. So if you think about it, that's like in 3 years' time, you know what I mean? So, usually you get a little build up to it and you get used to it and you see little demos, but I guess the demo that I used to see back in my days was the Jetson, you know what I mean? I don't know, a lot of people remember the cartoon, the Jetson and their family, you know what I mean? So I thought to myself, let me speak on the flying cars and see what it's going to do for our lives. Is it going to be positive? Is it going to be good? So Uber is going in partnership with a company called Dubai Expo, whatever they call it, and basically they're going to fund the project, and they're doing already pre-test in small countries and small factories, like obviously. So Uber is gonna bring this out, and I'm thinking, okay, what's the positive? So obviously there's a lot of transmission that's polluting here, like diesels and petrols, and it's fucking up the planet. So on that sense, it's a good thing, you know what I mean? We don't have to breathe in all this gasoline and oil and bad stuff for your lungs, and etc. So on the good side, then that's a good thing. And then obviously, for traffic, for people who don't know, I live in London, England, and the traffic is like horrendous some days, you know what I mean? You only can really enjoy driving in London in the night time, you know what I mean? So that's the best time to drive. But so help out the traffic, people can get around quicker. You probably can do things probably 5-10 times, you know what I mean? So obviously I'm just forfeiting all of this. What I'm thinking the positive is going to be. Obviously the negative of that is, I was thinking what's going to happen to aeroplanes, because if you've got cars that can fly and get you about, maybe that's going to replace airplanes, because Uber's actually saying, they probably charge you like £1.50 per flying miles. So if I wanted to go, say, Kenya to see the wildlife in Kenya and go and see that side of the world, I just, go on my Uber app, like how I do normal for a cab, and just put it in, and it's right, this is the postcode or zip code or Kenya code or whatever the code is, and want to go, it's going to cost me 1 trillion miles to get there, and this is the rate. So I'm just roughly saying that's what it is. So on the good side, that's a good thing, but I was thinking, what's going to happen to aeroplanes and stuff like that. So, but as I said, Uber has the blueprint and they have the go-ahead, and they actually in process going to do this in 2020, which is like 3 years. So it's, I'm going to see flying cars in my lifetime, and maybe I would have to go and do my flying car license. I suppose you got to do your license. Or maybe just ask me to change over my driving license and just do a little day course. This is me being practical, by the way. And I get it, but for all my friends who hasn't got a driving license, forget that. Forget it. You might just wait in 3 years' time. You're going to do your flying car license in theory and whatever you got to do, and learn to, fly a car, not drive a car anymore. So all of these things I'm thinking about, how is it gonna look, how is it gonna feel? You got in cars above you driving, what if it breaks down, will it drop out of the sky, and all of these things, you know what I mean? So, but as I said, I've been doing some research on a lot of these flying cars or other cars or whatever. I've seen a lot of clips and videos on YouTube where you see guys testing bikes and jackets and different styles of like, you know, surface and above water sort of scenario. So, and they're going quite fast, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, the technology is there. The next thing I was thinking about, I mean, if that's out there and Uber got that blueprint, what the government got, you know what I mean? What do they have? Obviously, they're gonna the best of the best. So, but I just wanted to do a quick review about flying cars gonna be available or coming into play in 2020, and you know, see how will it affect our daily lives. And so I'm speaking on it now and see how it goes. And you know, I'm a bit excited and I'm a bit weary about it, but you know, the consequence and how it's gonna regulate and how much you're gonna pay, and you know what I mean. So yeah, so I look forward to seeing more to do with this flying car. Obviously, Uber is the first to put their hands out to say we're gonna do it. So obviously, you're gonna have different companies trying to do that. So, but that'll be a good look and see what service it is. So it's a boy, M the Great, back on it again. I just wanted to do a quick review. If anybody have anything to say, just say it in the message down there. Subscribe to my channel. Just click the button. It's for free. I gotta say it, and I'm not trying to get paid, but I just gotta fucking say it. Thanks for my people who've been subscribing to me. It gives me a lot of motivation, you know what I mean, to, you know, carry on, I should say. So yeah, so you know, quick review on the flying cars coming out, being tested by Uber 2020. How would it affect our lives, and are we looking forward to it, and stuff like that. So yeah, until next time again, peace.
TV. You can find all the finest artists. JAYMOTV. TV. You can find me. You can see me with the music beaming. Where I speak my mind, where everything goes.